In the village, I was speaking to a lady who's told me about Kildonan up the road. They do gold panning, and I managed to secure a little permit off the girl, but it's down these single tracks down there, which is quite common when you get higher up to the highlands. Single tracks with passing place. I shouldn't really park there. I'm going to move it in a minute, but I just thought I'd show you this really nice burn down there. There's some fly fishermen that are down there doing some fly fishing, standing in the river for salmon or trout or whatever they catch. But how lovely is that? Okay, arrived at a place called Bale and Ore with my gold panning permit, £5. I think there's somebody over there who's panning, so I might have a chat with these. You pop it in that box over there to say I've got, but this is where I'm going to be doing it today. And it was literally just by chatting to somebody in the village who happened to mention about the panning. I've not seen this on Facebook or any of the groups. And this is the where I'm going to get in, scrape a load of that out of there, in them crevices. Some piles there. Looks really interesting, looks really good. Yeah, let's get my waders on and get in there. Okay, I'm about 30 miles from John O'Groats on this little panning trip I'm doing. Scottish Gold Rush. If you can read that there. And this is the bit I'm going to do down here. Move my van over there, pitch it up over there somewhere. Might be good to leave it there, might be okay. I'm just going to get in there. So I walk down here, trying to break my neck. Sandals on. Oh. That must be the outlet for the water down there, them slots. When this is in heavy flood, this should probably be right up to the top of that bridge. And the idea is it moves everything down, gold included, and it gets stuck in places behind rocks, wedged in the side. People have been panning here. I see all the bits of the pan here all the time. I might try and get in the sides down there. Okay, I found a nice spot to sit now to pan. I've done a couple of pans, but not really found anything, to be honest. So I'm going to have a pan of this out. It's what I've took out from in there. Sometimes that's where the gold would come through and sit in these cracks and crevices and sit there for hundreds of years, thousands of years, millions of years, who knows. But every time there's a flood, the water would probably be as high as that, as high as the bridge, and it will just move all these boulders. You can see there where it's moved the boulders, and it's put them all the boulders, just shoved them along. So when this is in full flow, it can move anything. So that's what I'm sort of hoping to get now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go at panning this. This is going to be the last pan of the day. I haven't found anything again. But when you're sitting somewhere like this, and it doesn't really matter if you don't find anything. It's the hoping, you know, and just enjoying it, and what goes with the gold panning. Okay, I'll try and do this now one-handed. So I've got it down so all of the heavy stuff is out the pan. So what I'm doing now is just giving a little shake with the water in, and you get all the, you want to shake the, hoping that the heavy stuff like the gold is going to drop to the bottom, and then you just literally just filter all the light stuff off the top. Keep shaking it, get the heavy stuff to the bottom, and you're hoping it's going to sit into these grooves. These grooves go back into there. You're hoping that the gold is going to sit in there while you do this bit. And okay, you'll see just that you're just literally running the, you see all the fine stuff in the water. I'm hoping all that fine stuff runs off. Shake it to the bottom again, hoping if there's a piece of gold in there, it's going to drop to the bottom. I've found several pieces of gold since I've been panning. I'm not an expert, I just enjoy doing it when I get the chance. And this is, using the small pan has been quite successful, the small pan, than the bigger pan, which is behind me there. In fact, I've got some stuff in that I'm going to pan out in a minute. So, just keep working it. It's hard work, you know. It's I've been doing it for a couple of hours now, not found anything, but it's just nice to sit in the river. Just have something to do. Right, so we're going down to the fine stuff now. Just every now and then go in with your hands and take out the bricks. So you're left with sand. Sand at the bottom. I mean, it'd be great if I saw a big piece of gold in there. But so now, what I do now is this. So I've got it so it's just sand now. Turn it, clear that out. Turn it round. So that the ridge side, now I'm working on the longer pan side. So now see all the lighter stuff. You're left with the black sand at the back and the lighter stuff, because black sand's heavier. So that's sitting at the back. Usually gold sits with the black sand, so all I'm doing is just same as before. I'm running now the water, lowering the pan into the water, filling it with a little bit of water. I don't need to be as aggressive anymore, just basically running it off like that there. Shake it again, get the heavy stuff at the bottom. You've got to watch it if you have got any gold in there. You don't want to be too aggressive with the pan and get rid of it out. So you just literally, see, it just runs off. All that light stuff just all runs off. That's all light stuff running off into the water. There's iron pyrite in there as well, I think that's what it's called. That's fool's gold. It looks like gold, but it isn't. And when you put your nail on it, you can just crack it with your nail. See the black stuff starting to show now, the black sand at the bottom, which shows that I'm doing it right, because the black sand is heavier, so that's dropping to the bottom. Take them two bits, there's a couple of bricks out. Now when it starts to get to this stage, you can generally start spotting if you've got a piece of gold in there. But I'm not going to say I haven't yet, because it's still early days. Right, so all the bricks have gone. And notice the sand's changing colour now from yellow to black. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a... Now spin it round a bit and I can have a look now. Doesn't look like there's any in this pan. Can't see any. And there is a speck of gold. Tiny small piece of gold. Just there. And it was out with all the black sand. When you get to the black sand, the gold's with the black sand. So where I got that from, I'm going to go back and see if I can get some more.